If you're saying this is too late and there is nothing else that can be done to help, you are giving your power away. I often hear people saying, oh no, this is too late, this can't be changed. And it's insane how I have this inner saying that is, oh my God, this is such a strong limiting belief. Of course, if you don't believe it yourself, it will never ever be able to change. But believe me, when we talk about the body, unless they cut your hand, I'm telling you, mobility, strength, flexibility, and all the pain in the world and all the blocks in the world in your body can be changed. And if you do not change first how you think, you will never be able to change it. Never ever. And as I go a lot to this beautiful wellness center in Bali where I'm living, I am having a lot of discussions with a lot of people about health and their body and their limitations and physical restrictions and the accident that happened to them when they were young or the pain that they have at the moment and that they have since a few years and so on. We talk a lot about the body and our health because, as you know, your health is your biggest asset. And I love speaking about it. I love having these beautiful discussions about how we can feel better and be better. And my belief are that we can always and we will always be able to improve and get better. I really believe this. And I know this is helping me to improve my life. And I hear so much, yeah, this happened to me and now that's how I am and I can't change it. And this is so wrong. And this is such a massive limiting belief that people are not even seeing. And that's what I often say. Well, if this is what you think, this will be a reality. If you don't think you can change it, it will never change. Never. The first change starts with your mind. It starts with your belief. It goes back to that video that I did about the power of the non-intentional manifestation. I will put the link at the end of this video. But it is so powerful. Your inner beliefs are shaping your reality. And if you believe you cannot change something in you, you will never change. And when I hear it's too late, or this will never be able, or all these limiting sentences, when I hear it, it's so painful to my ears because I know it is so wrong. It is not true. But I also know that these people are giving away the power by believing this. And believe me, I'm talking from a place of surrender because I also had these beliefs. I had an accident when I was 7 or 8 years old where I broke my back, my spine. And I had that journey of recovery that was honestly not a fun journey at all. I had to wear a corset for 5 or 6 years and it was really hard to grow enclosed in a cage. It's just horrible to feel restricted in your own body. And the doctor would tell me, or would tell my parents, yeah, this cannot be unchanged. The only way to change this is surgery, and there are massive risks. And of course, like when your parent and your daughter is like 7 or 8 years old and you hear this, you're scared, so you do your best, but you don't take the big step. And I'm so grateful we didn't. I am so grateful we didn't, because even these amazing doctors, even if they study the body and they try to help with the best intentions, they also have limiting beliefs. And this is actually a beautiful story, because I wanted to work on my posture, and I wanted to work on how I felt in my body, how I saw everyone else's posture and spine and back, and the pain that I was feeling daily since I was so young. And I was worried about that. I was like, wow, like, how am I gonna grow old? And life made me meet somebody on the plane. I wasn't supposed to be on that plane. I wasn't supposed to be sitting next to this woman, but life happened beautifully. I was asking for something. I was asking around for someone that could help, or a specialist or something, but I couldn't find. And I ended up sitting next to this woman on the plane, and she was doing like some weird moves, and I was just wondering, like, what are you okay? Like, what are you doing? And she just said, oh, no, I'm just stretching my spine, I'm just like working on my posture so I don't have pain after the flight. And I was like, wow. So we spent 6 hours together talking about pain and recovery and limitations and everything. And this woman she is contortionist. So she knows how to go beyond what we think our body can do, right? Like the level of flexibility and the level of stretch and the level of, capacity of her body, and the fact that she can always go more and more. She would tell me things like, oh yeah, of course you can change it. And I would respond with my limiting beliefs saying, no, but they told me this and this. And she was so sure of herself. She was like, we can work on that. And it is so interesting and so disturbing to meet somebody that's satisfied with such strength and such a strong voice that of course you can change it. And I was like, oh my God. So when I got back to Bali and I came back from my holidays, I contacted her and we worked together for a few years, and she helped me to go beyond what I thought my body was capable of. And it was so beautiful what happened. Like, she changed my life. I don't have pain anymore. I know I can always go beyond what I believe. I know even today I can do more. I can go more far. Like, I can go deeper in that transformation and recovery. And it is so beautiful. And she really helped me understanding that we all have limiting beliefs, and we all have a knowledge, and we compose our life, and we help ourselves, and we help people with what we believe and what we strongly, truly, and from the bottom of our heart, believe is possible. But there is always more to it, always. So I guess with this message and with the fact that I'm sharing something very personal and something that I wanted to keep secret for a long time, I just want to share that you are your own limitation. And the day you realize this, life can expand so much. You can shift your life, you can expand your capacities, and you can just like go beyond what you would like, what could be your biggest, craziest dreams and expectations and capacities. And it's really beautiful. And when I hear people closing the door straight away to a possible change, I feel sad, because I know it's hard to work on yourself, and it's hard to rewire your mind and your beliefs. It's very hard to believe something that you've been struggling with and suffering with for so long. It's hard to hear that it is possible. But when you finally do, and when you take action towards that change, it's a miracle, and it's beautiful. And I wish to all of you to just go beyond what you think and believe. I never want you to say or feel that it's too late. It's never too late. At any age, you can change your reality, you can change your body. And the first step starts with your mind.